How are you feeling?
I think I'll read a little before the next battle begins. Please refrain from recommending something like a newspaper. I recognize that short-form articles may be a fitting choice, considering the limited amount of time at our disposal, but they're simply not to my taste.
You look troubled. Are you worried about the enemies we will soon face? Ah, I see. Sorry, I should have noticed sooner. You asked me to join your team. It is only right that I share this burden with you. The Dandelion Knight's sword is at your command. Let us proceed.
How are you feeling? Getting used to the style of combat here? I gotta say, I'm growing to like this place. There are fun surprises everywhere, and it just feels free of any stress or tension. Let's take a short break, then dive into the next challenge.
You go ahead and get some rest. I want to survey this area first. We need to get some sort of security system in place, just in case of a surprise attack. Oh yeah, I'm guessing you've got all your essential supplies on you. If you're going to put them down, make sure it's somewhere everyone can see them. Oh, you want to come with me? Sure, that'll save us some time. All right, come with me and stick close.
I once read a story about a wonderful paradise. Later on in life, it was also books that got me interested in studying alchemy. It's funny, but even now, that storybook about paradise and my alchemy textbooks are right next to each other on the bookshelf next to my bed. One day, I hope to break down the barriers between those books by using bioalchemy to create that paradise for real.
This is woeful. I am Fontaine's biggest star. Where is the pomp and circumstance? Well, never mind. I suppose I could do with a short break. One has to replenish one's blood sugar to deliver an ideal performance, after all.
I will show no mercy to any who threaten my companions. So, whatever evils dwell within this domain, you need not fear. My spear and my shield are at your command. That is my duty as guardian.
Okay, you're gonna laugh at me for this, but whatever. Every time I open a book, I doze off in under 10 minutes, without fail. But wushu dancing, on the other hand, I can happily practice away all night long and still be bouncing off the walls in the morning as I get ready to head out for dim sum. Wait, what if I were to read a book while performing a wushu dance? Sounds like a plan, right?
I wonder whether this potion I made has any potential combat applications. Oh, don't worry. I understand that this isn't an appropriate location to conduct those kinds of experiments. It's too risky, and might do more harm than good if something went wrong. It's just hard to switch off and rest when all these hypotheses are swirling around in my brain.
I've always wanted to go off on a big, long adventure and grow old along the way, just like my dad's. I know there's a lot of bad luck waiting for me out there, and if I'm not careful, I might not have the chance to grow old at all. But my mind's made up. I have to do it, because adventuring is my favorite thing!
This domain is constantly changing, and the danger constantly evolving, so I have something for you. It's what we call the 3 warnings. Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere. You'd best learn that by heart. It might come in handy someday. The records here are fascinating, like the clouds in the sky that lie beyond reach. They contain so much information. It would take a real genius to turn all of this into a woven scroll. Please, don't look at me so expectantly. I don't think that's something I could manage myself. Sorry about that.
When danger rose, they overcame their foes, onward forging to the journey's end. My dear courageous traveler, if you will allow this humble bard to join you on your journey, it would be my honor to compose an epic poem to remember your deeds. I'm willing to bet a whole glass of apple cider that your story will be one for the ages.
My instincts say that this is a safe spot. Not the slightest whiff of lies or conspiracies. Although, to be honest, I wouldn't be averse to a little more atmosphere here. Lightning flashing outside the windows or a blizzard howling away. We could turn the lights off and tell some ghost stories. Ah, well, we don't always get what we want in life. So instead, pull up a chair and let's get some rest.
I have crossed paths with many a wicked foe in my time. When they come for you with knives in their hands and malice in their hearts, you cannot cower in fear, for this only emboldens them further. It is a hero's duty to seize victory with their sword, even in the most perilous of battles. Although, things are different this time, because I'm not fighting alone. So let's watch each other's backs.
The books here are really interesting. They're full of twists and turns that all but defy even my intuition. I can't help but think this domain is a detective's mortal foe. Without a crime, there can be no deduction. And even the greatest storms simply rage on unchecked. But then I remember that all this is to help you. And that's what makes this long grind worth it, right?
Are you injured at all? Rest here. Let me give you a full examination. Just a scratch? Oh, you shouldn't say that. No matter how minor your injury, you mustn't ignore it. I won't take up too much of your time, I promise.
If it's okay with you, I think we should... This little book is truly exceptional. The gripping plot is one thing, but the characters? Wow, they're so well-rounded. They really break the mold. I can't thank you enough for inviting me to this incredible place. The next time I find a good novel, I'll make sure to get a copy for you.
The look on your face tells me you're ready to head deeper into the domain. Next stop, the belly of the beast, huh? Never fear, for Director Hu Tao is here, ready to face whatever comes at us, from the ordinary to the abnormal to the paranormal. So, without further ado, shall we? Let's not keep the monsters waiting.
I, for one, definitely need some rest. I'm aching all over. But you should sit yourself down and take a rest too, you know. The chance won't come by very often. And who knows how long it'll be before we reach the end of this domain. We simply have to conserve our strength. That much is indisputable.
Oh, I don't like it when people around me get hurt. It's so upsetting to see them in pain. But sometimes in life, fighting is inevitable. All I can do is pray and support everyone from behind by patching up the injured. And I have to do it with a smile, if only to keep people's spirits up.
I always make sure to eat a proper meal and get a good night's sleep before an escort job. You gotta make sure you're in top condition for when you hit the road. Even Manzai knows that. He always eats a little extra before we set off. So, you know, there's no rush. Let's slow down, drink some tea, then take it from there.
There's a lot of fascinating stories in these books. Don't be put off by the dusty old pages. Give them a chance, and in the blink of an eye, these tales will waft into the air to the sound of the lyre and blend into the sweetness of the breeze. Pick a story you like. Let's try it out.